What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode 15 of Lyon Live here in FM 19. Hopefully you guys are good. Today we're back. It's going to be plenty of matches. For those of you who love these, well, you're in luck. The transfer window is slammed shut as of last episode. And well, today we return to Champions League action. Yes, it's going to be the first knockout round of the Champions League. We might get to the second game, although I'll be honest, I feel like that's going to be a little bit of a stretch. But yeah, some huge games to come today against Atletico. Also Monaco, you can see here on the 23rd. So yeah, it's going to be all go and all action for us. So shall we just get into it today? I will say the support on the series has been absolutely phenomenal. As you see this video, it's Tuesday. I am just starting to record just a few days ahead this week because I've got a bit of a busy week ahead. But yeah, the feedback, the support, everything about this series has just been absolutely unbelievable. It really feels like a bit of a rebirth, I guess, to the channel. I feel like over the last couple of months, things have died down a little bit. We're back kind of in full swing. And it's just great to have a series like this that you guys are enjoying so much. If you're enjoying it, let me know you're active. Leave a comment, whatever you want your comment to be, or just drop a like on the video. Do something with the video. I'll let you decide what you do. Other than just dislike it. Please don't do that. Anyway, let's move on to the game against Atletico, shall we? We kind of set up our team last time out. The only player we're missing is going to be Toulouse. I think. Is Toussaint missing? Toussaint's not missing. Oh, he was suspended for the previous game. My mistake. But yeah, Toussaint's not available, but he can come into the team. We then have Lucas Romero, of course, not a panic buy, hashtag not a panic buy, who we brought in last episode on deadline day. I actually really like the look of this guy. I feel like as a really good, versatile backup, he's going to be fantastic for us. But yeah, he's got a spot on the bench. I mean, when you look at this team, with the exception of Depay, I think this is pretty much full strength, at least in terms of my opinion currently of our squad. Now, there's players like Mendy who might come in for Marcel longer term, but at least right here and now, with the exception of Memphis, if you were like, Jack, you can pick any team you want, this is the team I'd pick. Let's see if they can do the business for us. A massive game here, but I want to play on the front foot. We showed that this system can work really nicely against big teams like PSG last episode. And let's see what we can do here. They are playing a 4-4-2. They do have Diego Costa and Griezmann up top. That is a bit of a scary kind of striking duo. As a strike force, that's one of the better ones that we're going to come up against all year. Obviously, normally if a team wasn't playing attacking wide players, I would choose to switch our wing-backs to attack. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative, a little bit more respectful of Lamar and Vitolo. I mean, their whole midfield is really quality. In fact, when you look across that whole team, there's not that many weaknesses in this Atletico side. And, well, we're going to have to be at our best, including from set pieces, as Griezmann is given a gift. Whipped into the back post there and a tap-in. Is he going to do the Hotline Bling celebration? That's what we're all wondering. What celebration from Fortnite is it going to be? I mean, that is not something in Fortnite. Underwhelming celebration. But, well, a good finish by them. But a set piece after 20 minutes. Of all the ways to concede, I feel like a set piece is just the least pleasing. It's just a bit disappointing, isn't it, when you concede from a set piece? It's not what you want to see as a manager. Whilst you can kind of play for set pieces, you kind of feel like there's not a lot you could do about it. And well, they scored from a corner, but it's been disallowed. Apparently, Godin pushed a player. Apparently, allegedly. I mean, I say allegedly. He was prosecuted and it was given, so it's a confirmed crime in the box. VAR didn't intervene, and at 1-0. At half-time, it feels just a little underwhelming. They've had 2 shots and 2 on target, and to be fair, they've scored one of them. We, on the other hand, have had slightly more possession, had slightly more shots, but we're not really doing quite enough. I'm actually going to switch the wing-backs to be a little more attacking this half. Get up the pitch just a little bit more, perhaps. Obviously, we can make some changes off the bench. I don't want to make anything kind of too rashly, too soon. But, well, we're going to get a highlight immediately after pushing the wing-backs higher up the pitch. Is it going to be a stroke of genius, or am I about to have kind of played myself with this change? We're about to find out, potentially. Vitolo bringing the ball forward here. Gets it round Toussaint. Diego Costa dinks the ball wide to Lemo. Heads it across Wallace. No nonsense defending by him. Fekir. What can you do, my friend? Gives it to Dembele. He was very quiet last episode, was Dembele. Let's see what he can do today. Gives it to Terrier. That did not look like a penalty. It's been given. We look to Fekir. He's been, I think, faultless from the penalty spot. Can he keep it going? That is the question. He steps up. He hits it straight down the middle. And for all the penalties he scored when they've not mattered in those games where we've been having the run of the play, that was the game to score the penalty in. That was the game that we needed him to score in. I was about to do a shout of demand more. We've immediately got another highlight here. Can we make something happen? Coming up to the hour mark, you know, eyes going to be cast across to the bench. Who have we got to bring on? Who is fighting for a spot? Traore's convinced he's fouled there. We've won the ball. Dembele hits it for Fekir. I mean, I was thinking about taking him off after the penalty miss. He redeems himself. A crucial goal for us. I thought for a second Bertrand Traore had won us a penalty here. It was actually a good tackle by Lucas Hernandez, but, well, we win the ball well. Dembele's shot's blocked. It falls kindly to Fekir, and he squeezes it in past Jan Oblak at his near post. And, well, good character shown there. 7 minutes after missing a penalty, Fekir gets the goal. We do, however, I think, need to turn and look to the bench and what we can do here. Dembele's not played that great. I might regret this, but Martinez, I'm looking at you to make a difference for us. Bertrand Traore's a bit of a game changer. You know, even when he has a bad game, he just seems to turn up big for us. So we'll bring on Saint-Maximin. Obviously, Saint-Maximin has just crazy, crazy pace and acceleration. And I feel like as a sub, the impact you can have against a tiring defence is massive. So we're going to look for him on that left-hand side to do that for us. You can see similar moves being made by Atletico. They brought on Gelson Martinez out on the right-hand side. Koke is really struggling for fitness. In fact, a few of their players are really struggling for fitness. 2 minutes left. We've got one sub left to make. Trincao, go out there and get a goal in the last minute for us. 3 minutes of added time, which do seem to be trickling away. I mean, given the fact we were the home team, you'd like to see us do more than draw, but I feel like we did boss this game for the most part. We just didn't quite create enough, which is unfortunate, but I feel like we're still very much in this tie. And given the fact we went a goal down pretty early on in that first half, not a bad way to respond. Fekir's penalty miss, not ideal. He did pick up man of the match despite missing a penalty. Really gives you an idea of just how influential he is for us, this man. He is our best player, our star player. 11 goals and 11 assists in the league is crazy. But as it suggests here in the headline, we definitely missed a chance to win there. Definitely did. It's hard to shrug that feeling, isn't it? Right, we've got this game coming up, and I kind of want to rotate things just a little bit for it. Not completely, but I feel like this is a good chance to maybe bring in a few players like Lala, who have been a little bit out of the first team. You can see we rotated the team quite heavily to start the season, and we've kind of fallen out of favour of doing that. But I would like to do it a little bit more. And Guingamp are good, but I do really back us, I think, to beat them. Even with a rotated side. You know, they're doing well in the league, but I feel like we've got better quality, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to show that with this game today. So, for example, we're going to give Martinez the start. We're going to give Saint-Maximin and Trincao, I think, starts out wide. Aouar's going to start centre attack in mid. I mean, to be fair, it's going to be a very heavily rotated side. In a lot of ways, I kind of almost want to rotate Wallace out as well. Maybe bring in Konate's still coming back from fitness. From injury. He's really lacking match fitness, but I kind of want to risk him. Do I risk it for a chocolate biscuit? I don't know if I do. At this moment in time, I am, but I don't know if I actually really, really want to here. Anyway, let's just focus on getting the rest of our bench sorted. But yeah, I'm going to treat this game as a bit of a chance just to rotate the team a little. You know, the fixtures have been coming thick and fast. We rotated the team quite heavily to start the year. We've kind of fallen into a habit. But I do feel like with this being, the last game before a bit of an international break, it's just a good chance to maybe rotate in some players. Guingamp, I don't think they're in good form. They were significantly higher in the league. Yeah, you can see here, they've not won in the league since December. December 15th, I think, was the last time they won in the league. Oh no, they beat Saint-Etienne. But yeah, you can see here, obviously, we beat them 2-0 previously. They lost their last game 3-0 at home against Lille. So given the fact we're the home side, I think just a bit of rotation here is just a smart move. They're a team struggling. There's a few players who need first-team football to continue their development. They're going to be potentially kicking up a bit of fuss about lack of game time if we don't give it to them. And yeah, this is a prime opportunity to do that. Going to praise Dembele in training. Ndombele and Bertrand Traoré I've praised a lot this year. I don't want to push it too far and say it one too many times and potentially upset them. I talked about an international break. I'm talking out my buttocks. There's not an international break. It feels like an international break when we have a week off from football. We have actually got one after the Monaco game. But yeah, you can see here between Guingamp and Monaco, just the 1 week off. Following on from that, a little bit more time to recover. I think we might even have Regen Day happen somewhere in that time, which could be interesting. I'm not sure what on the exact date. But yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a risk here. Konate's not 100% fit. We might bring him on at half-time for Marcelo. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to play Marcelo. I'd rather play Wallace, I think, in this game. But I'm going to take a gamble here. And if it backfires, it's on me. And if we miss out on the title by the points that we drop in this game, I will take full responsibility and say this was a mistake. But this is a team really struggling. Yes, we've got some players missing kind of match fitness, but I need to give them some game time. There's some young players here who need, starts as well as just appearances off the bench to help with their development. And I feel like we have good enough quality to kind of make stuff happen with this team. So let's see what we can do. I'm looking at Joseph Martinez to have a big game. Saint Maximin as well. Two players we spent a bit of money on. Lucas Romero in that ball-winning midfielder role. I'm looking at him to perform well. Between those three players, we've spent, well, I'm doing the maths now, over close to £22 million, which for us, it's a lot of money to invest into three players. And whilst they've not been, core components of the first team, you expect players you've spent that kind of money on in this kind of game to be players you can turn to put in a good performance. We have got options on the bench. It is worth saying. We've got Fekir on the bench. We've got Dembele on the bench. If things start going really wrong, if at kind of an hour we're drawing or if even sooner we're losing, we can change the game. Anyway, they're on the attack here. Benazet shoots. Nice stop by the keeper. Wallace hacks it clear. It's a tiny bit concerning. We've had close to 60% of the ball. I mean, look how close that was to going over. That is not comfortable. That's not what you want to see as a manager, them getting that close to scoring. But, well, consider that a warning, I guess. You can see, stat-wise, yes, we're having a lot of the ball. The chances, though, even Stevens, after half an hour. Last game, we kind of lacked that bit of quality. We lacked that killer instinct. I'm looking for us to try and find that in this game today. And while we're looking to players like Kenny Lala, who when we have turned upon have done well, and Papa Cech. I mean, as much as these guys are rotation options, they're players who have proven themselves, when playing with the first team to be good enough at this level. And it's time for them to prove that as a collective, they're good enough. Let's see what they can do here. Lovely build-up play. Trincao hits it. I mean, it's a tiny bit ambitious from the 19-year-old, but I don't want to knock him for it. Our set piece hits it. Never going in. Not even close. But we were shown it anyway. I got my hopes up and they were dashed quite expertly. Mendy on a booking at left back is concerning, especially when we get a replay starting here. Mendy, don't do anything stupid. Please don't do anything stupid. This is the worst kind of game where we could go a man down. That is definitely what we don't want here. They're on the attack. It's Forum to Olsen. They switch the play. This is lovely build-up play by them. It's put in. Denayer kind of gets it clear, but the ball back coming towards our goal, not out of danger yet. Tabanu with it to Olsen. He plays it wide now. Don't let the ball get into the box. It's a free header. Oh my God, Rodolin. I mean, he should have hit the target, shouldn't he, from there? 42 minutes gone. Lots of highlights in this game. Not enough chances or half chances for us. We're lacking that killer pass that Fekir can provide. Can Awar find it here? Cech can hit them. He can hit them. I mean, I bigged it up and he's hit it wide. But he has scored a few screamers, Papa Cech. There's an air of expectation when he gets to the edge of the box like that he's just going to hammer it home. Just wasn't meant to be. Half-time, 0-0. Not good. Not good at all. I am far from pleased. I am very nervous about Mendy on a booking to the point where I'm actually going to move Lala to left back and then bring in Tete at right back. So Tete isn't going to get the rest that he maybe thought he was going to get, but Mendy's coming back from that long-term injury on a booking. I don't want to risk it because this is a game where, as I said, if we go a man down, we are in a lot of trouble. So I'd rather just try and play it safe. As Lala misses a header, Coco now with it, crosses it in. Tete, not a good header away. Oh, that's not what we want to see. It's not what we want to see at all. I think we need to be more attacking here. We're having a lot of the ball, but not creating enough. I don't really want to change a lot about how we're moving the ball around. You know, possession's okay at the moment. We just need to be, I don't know, a bit more aggressive in our position and a little bit more attacking almost. And, well, we're going to do that with Tete here wide. Crosses it low to St. Maximin. It was not a convincing finish. But the tactical change to go attacking immediately pays dividends. It's the first real opportunity we've crafted. Tete on off the bench, showing why he's in the first team. Papacek just dinks the ball over. Lovely there by him. And Tete low hard. St. Maximin, I mean, the keeper's got a hand to it. It's a little bit concerning that he couldn't put it into the half of the goal that was empty from a yard out. But it did hit the back of the net. I'm not going to complain. Aouar's on a 6.3. That's not very good. Fekir, get in, please. Just showing what you can do. Martinez on a 6.4. I mean, Dembele, just get in up front. Half an hour left in this game. It's still only 1-0. A little bit risky for me to make two changes, especially when I see Lucas Romero's condition drop to in the 50s as he gets a knock. But if we could get a second here, we could relax. We could breathe at that point. Tete, what can you do? On off the bench again, having an impact. Gives it to Francisco Trincao. Papacek, have a go. Have a go, my son. Gives it to Fekir. St. Maximin, relax. Relax. I mean, St. Maximin, out on that left-hand side with Terrier being a little hit and miss in form, might be trying to force his way into first-team contention. It is Fekir with the assist. I mean, everyone breathe. We can breathe once more. 2-0, 15 minutes left. I was about to say, I think we're high and dry. There's another replay here. If they score it, panic. Just panic. You know, everything's on fire again. They hit it. I mean, that's hit the outside the post and gone wide. I do not like that. I don't like looking at that. That's not what I want to see. Less of that. They've got a player called Aboa. I mean, that is a scary name. Felix Aboa. I mean, it sounds like just a cool dude with a name like that. He's so cool, they named him Aboa twice. That's what you've got to take away from it. Right, can we make something happen? 81st minute. St. Maximin wants the hat-trick. Dembele's going to want a goal. He's through. It's a professional foul. I mean, he's off, right? I mean, why are we going to VAR? It's not needed. I could tell it was. St. Maximin steps up. I mean, he had a chance at a hat-trick. Fekir would have been taking it otherwise. We've missed 2 penalties in 2 games. I'm hoping that that's not going to have catastrophic consequences. And just if you were wondering, the penalty didn't cross the line. I mean, it didn't even touch the line. Kind of rubbing it in our face a little bit, I feel like, the fact it didn't cross the line with that. And, well, they've scored. Is it offside? It's a weird goal. We're going to VAR and it's been chalked off. I mean, he's about 5 yards off. I'm not sure VAR was needed for that one, but I'm glad we've got it to make sure we do get the decision right. Another highlight here. I mean, can we just have the game end 2-0? Oh, 3-0 would be good. If St. Maximin could get a hat-trick, I'd be happy, but I quite like the clean sheet. And I'm not sure if we can keep hold of it, because they are actually creating a fair bit. And on another day, this game could have ended quite differently. St. Maximin tries to get it forward to Fekir. Not the killer pass that we needed from Maximin. Coco now with it. Digs it through to Rodolin, who's through. Nice save by Lopez in goal. I'll tell you what, Lopez deserves a lot of credit. I feel like, I mean, I like the fact of being asked, do I want to change the penalty taker? St. Maximin, should we have him? No, Tete. Tete can take the penalty. I mean, why does it give me the option to change that? Answers on a postcard. I can't even cancel the tactical change now. They're on the attack. Wallace, oh my god, what a... I praise Wallace for his aerial prowess. It's gone to his head, literally. It's an interesting own goal. Thuram nods it away. Wallace Thinks back to the keeper. Keeper's just... I don't know where the keeper is there. He's daydreaming. It's all because I decided to tell Tete to take the penalty in the past. You know, the butterfly effect and all that. But no, 2.5 minutes left, 1 minute left. As I said, on another day, this could have been a different result. But it's a performance of champions in terms of we get the result. 2-1. Lopez, 6 shots saved. Definitely bailed us out of this one, along with Saint-Maximin. PSG won 2-0 against Saint-Etienne as well. That was not an easy game for them against 8th. I mean, Guingamp, to be fair, they're in 11th, so they're not the worst team in the league, but I feel like we probably should be beating them by a little bit more than 2-1, even with a very, very rotated side. Did we ever update our best 11 kind of selection? It doesn't look like we did. I really should have done that and saved it, because I've just lost what I had. I mean, I'm now looking at this here. Marcel at left back, Marcelo, not Denea, Wallace. How well do I know my starting 11? I mean, that's right. And then we just have to do the bench real quick. It's kind of interesting how much the team has changed and grown this year. Obviously, we have added a fair bit in the way of personnel, but actually, when you look across the team, I feel like we are in a relatively good spot all in all with the team. I feel like we've added players to the team and we have signed a lot, but not that many of them are kind of players we lean on massively in the first team. Rather, they're just very, very good players who I think have a future here at the team where they're, you know, really going to be able to show us what they're made of. Of course, Terrier has been a bit of a standout player in the first half of the year. I'll be honest, his form as of late, along with Dembele's, a little bit concerning. When did Dembele last score? Was it really against Nice all those games ago? That feels like a long time ago now. And then for Terrier, it was that game where we moved him to striker against PSG, which was a crucial goal for us. But again, it just feels like a long time ago, doesn't it? I mean, we have got Martinez as well. Papa Cech isn't actually on the bench here. I mean, is this what I consider my best team right now? I feel like when Depay's fit, just because of Terrier's recent form, Depay will probably be the one to start. Let's save this new team selection, including the bench, so we don't lose it. But yeah, we're in a good spot, I feel like, with our squad. Good to rotate them in for that game that we just played against Guingamp, even if it wasn't, you know, a super convincing, dominant win. Ultimately, we ground out the result, and I'm going to just take that at this point. There's going to be games in a title race where they're not particularly pretty, and you just kind of get away with it a little bit. That was definitely one of them for us. The next game away against Monaco is going to be interesting because we did boss them last time we met them. They played a very kind of weird, quite naive tactic, it felt like, with their system. If you can remember, it was a really, really attacking midfield without any kind of real balance in it in terms of the actual personnel, and we did punish them for that. I'm hoping that we're going to do something similar and maybe they can make a similar team selection for this game coming up. But, well, Wallace's development is good, and then he tears his hamstring on the same day. Just FM things. I was about to say, like, oh, Wallace's development, look how good it's been. His bravery's now dropped down because of the injury that he's got. That's really bad, isn't it? 2 to 3 months. I mean, that's an understatement to say it's really bad. That is actually one of the worst injuries that could have happened to our team. I mean, that is most of the rest of the season, is what that is. And Denea is going to just be the man who has to step up now. But we do lose a bit of a potent threat from set pieces. I mean, the good news is for Kanate and Denea that they are almost certainly going to get some first-team opportunities here. I mean, do I prefer Kanate? He's a bit better in the air, but not quite as well-rounded as Denea, who's very good. But it will mean that Kanate gets kind of pushed up to the bench. We do also have Nelson Monti, who I definitely want to kind of keep an eye on for a first-team spot. As a backup, he is very, very good. I'm actually going to make him available for the reserves, just to try and keep him match fit. But yeah, that injury to Wallace is I mean, that's a killer one, really. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking that is really, really bad. We're now required to put a lot of faith in Denea to step up to the plate and fill that spot in the team. But Wallace, just in terms of the threat he has from set pieces, That is, that's really, really, really bad. Like, beyond bad. We've had atrocious luck, I feel like, with injuries to key players. I can't think of many games where we've had everyone 100% fit. I mean, you think about Memphis, he was out for 3 months and he got injured for another 3 months. So it's kind of like there was a small period of fitness between there. Lopez not performing well in training, our keeper. That's not what you want to see. Papa Cech, good performance in training. And I'm going to praise you. You've done well, my friend. Who else? I mean, Bertrand Traoré is just like he's just like the good schoolboy, isn't he? Teacher's pet. Dembele's improving. I just need to see the improvements on the pitch, Dembele. That's the issue right now. That is the issue right now. This is big. First versus third. We got a massive result last episode against PSG. We now look to continue it today. Fekir's form deserves France recall. I agree. Tolisso is 5 appearances from making 50 appearances, which will trigger a clause of 1.3 million from Bayern. I mean, I like the sound of that. Yes, please. Yes, please. Right, Depay, how is the fitness race going? 7 days to 2 weeks. He's not far away now. I was about to bring in Terrier, but actually Terrier's been a bit out of form, so I'm going to bring in the man who got 2 goals last time out, Saint-Maximin, who is, if I'm not mistaken, a former Monaco man. Indeed he is. Didn't make that many appearances for the first team. You can see he was sold to Nice for 8.75. So he's going to get a chance against his former club. And then it's a case of, do I want to take Jadas or Trincao? I think we'll take Trincao, you know? I think we... not Trincao, sorry, Jadas. We'll take Jadas. I think. I do need Aouar to start stepping up. He's been not very good as of late. Not very good at all. Please, 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 show us what you're made of today. I will say, if you notice anything weird going on with my FM, for example, last episode I noticed Cruzeiro, like the Brazilian teams didn't have their names fixed. Like, you know, with the real names, obviously, I'm pretty sure I did have that fixed. Football Manager randomly uninstalled itself off my PC recently. Fortunately for me, I keep all my user data in a separate location. But, you know, my computer blue-screened of death, behind the curtain here, my computer blue-screened of death whilst I had just FM open and was playing Apex Legends. And the blue screen of death referenced something to do with Easy Anti-Cheat, which is the anti-cheat for Apex Legends. And when I rebooted my PC, everything was fine, except Football Manager had uninstalled. Which I don't know if I should be more concerned about. If you are someone who works in IT, who can tell me more about Easy Anti-Cheat for Apex Legends, deleting my FM... get in touch, because I don't know if I should be concerned. The rest of my hard drive seems fine. Anyway, now we've done with Jack's tech support of the week, we should probably focus on the game of the week, and the game of the episode, really. This one against Monaco. It's 0-0. We've not had that much of the ball, but we've had a few more chances. We did also have a highlight that I talked over. It was Fekir with it. Looking for him to have a big performance today. He whips it back post. Saint-Maximin's there. Toussaint hits it. Oh my gosh, I thought it was going in. He's not known for his long shots, is Toussaint. He's kind of that no-nonsense centre-mid Toussaint. You know, a ball winner at heart. He's mentally switched on. He's good in the air. He likes a tackle. He's not really known for his long shot ability. Denayer, you know, coming to the first team. Bit of a big ask for him today to fill the boots of Wallace. On a yellow card already. It's not good. It's not good. I've noticed that today I'm in a very talking under my breath mood. So I apologise for that because I find it annoying when I watch back my own videos. So I'm sure there's one or two of you who are annoyed by it as well. I mean, have I hit the point of insanity today? Ziyech, edge of the box. Yuri Tielemans, don't let him have that space. Nice block. Now can we work the space? See what I did there? That was clever. I should do that every episode, really. Saint-Maximin, maraudering forward. What a run. It's a pen. Is it a pen? Is it? We're going to VAR. I mean, if it's not a pen, he stopped the play when he shouldn't have because... I mean, surely that's got to be given as a pen because Saint-Maximin was through. And it looked in the penalty area. Is it a penalty? VAR's going to tell us. It is a penalty. Fekir. This is the third penalty of today. We've missed the last two. Please. Please, please, please. This is the one I need you to score, Fekir. Oh my god, I thought the keeper had saved it. He went the right way, but Fekir does find the back of the net. It's a good goal. We all just applaud each other. Questionable team celebration. Maybe I should organise some of that in the team training. But no, Fekir, lovely finish into that bottom corner. 15th goal of the season for him. To be fair, a fair few of those have come from the penalty spot. But make no mistake, you have to score them. They're not freebies. Now we have a set piece. I mean, we don't have Wallace there. Who is at the back post now? I assume it's Marcelo. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Subasic going to maybe try and launch something. Marcelo, you need to get back. Why are you moonwalking? You're the centre-back. Get in position. Golovin with it. Gives it to Falcao, who switches it to Christian Pavon. The Argentine cuts it inside. Whips it back post. And Nasser Chadli, West Brom Hall of Famers there for the tap-in. Right. Dembele's had a poor game. I have the option of Martinez or Terrier. I'm going with Terrier as a striker. We got a goal against PSG, which was crucial. Saint Maximin has been poor as well. I'm going to bring in Aouar. I'm going to do it. I'm looking at you, Hassam Aouar, to just, put a performance in that no one will have seen coming. Chance here, mate? No chance. No chance. 20 minutes. We make a sub. Immediately a highlight starts. I mean, if that doesn't get you somewhat excited, nothing ever will, unless they start coming against us here, which they look like they might be too start. Good tackle. Come on, straight on off the bench, Aouar. Show us what you can do. Marcel. We've got a few players on a booking. I don't really like that. Ndombele switches it. Bertrand Traore, get the afterburners on. Keeps in, crosses it in. Fekir. Couldn't quite get there. Was that apparently was a clear-cut chance, I think. We've had 2 half chances, 1 clear-cut chance. I've paused this and I think I was about to say, should we make a tactical change? I was thinking about going more attacking, but then I'm sat there thinking, well, we are at home here. Sorry, not at home. We are away. Would a draw away from home against Monaco be catastrophic? It almost certainly is when PSG score in the 77th minute to make it 1-0. Traore whips it in, looking for Aouar at the back post, comes to Toussaint. Marcel is on the overlap, goes right instead to Tete. I did not see that pass. He did. Crossed in, headed away. Ndombele, have a go. Have a go, Aouar. On off the bench. Is that a pen? Is that we're going to VAR again. VAR is given the penalty. Right, Fekir. I mean, this is the episode of the penalties. Fekir, what can you do? Please. We're 2-1 up. We've had 4 penalties in 3 games today. We are set. We're going for the penalty pool approach. It's Fekir with it. It's his 16th of the season. All is forgiven for the one he missed against Atletico if we win this game. I will just completely forgive him. The fact we've got another highlight does make me a tiny bit nervous. We've bossed the player. They've not created a great deal. Considering all their attacking talent, we've kept them quite quiet when it comes to clear-cut chances. But they've got Falcao, and he's through. And he might not be quick, but he can finish. And it's Miguel Almiron with the assist. Salt is rubbed in the wound. I am going attacking, and I am shouting demand more. I'm getting shouty. I mean, here's the thing. We might not concede that many clear-cut chances or half chances against us. But when they have players as good as Falcao, they only need 1 chance. And they've got it. And we drop down to second. And unless we can get a goal in the time that remains, which we're not going to here, it finishes 2-2. Now, on the one hand, given the fact we were 2-1 up, it's disappointing. And I know someone's going to write in the comments, John, why wouldn't you go more defensive? And the answer is kind of simple. In FM, I don't like to go defensive because I think it does really work against you, particularly if you've been doing well in a game. But obviously in this kind of game, someone is going to write that comment. And I disagree with you. I think you lose more points than you gain by going defensive in FM because I think you kind of bring pressure onto yourself. But, I mean, we've drawn a game that we debatably should win. We lose top spot. Fekir's got to be in contention for a French national team spot, right? Also, I realised I said there was an international break between Monaco and Toulouse, thinking it was a 2-week gap. It's not. It's because it's blooming February, isn't it? So it's a shorter month. Jack, you wally. This has been the episode of penalties and me being convinced that there's an international break when there definitely isn't an international break. We don't need to panic yet. You know, Toulouse in 17th next. Mendy is struggling with being out of the team. I'm just going to say Marcel's playing too well, and he agrees, which is good. I am tempted to lower Mendy's squad status in the team. Obviously, he's been out injured. You got that really, really unfortunate broken foot against Juventus and was out for 3 months with it. I think it would be... He can't really complain too much about the fact he has slipped down the pecking order off the back of that. I mean, debatably, you know, he is better. Maybe we should be bringing him in, but we'll see. Martinez is apparently unhappy. He doesn't want to be on attacking movement. That's fine. Monty does not want to get stronger. You know what? You're at 23. It's unlikely you're going to get that much in the way of jumping reach or strength with the strength training, so we'll just take him off it to keep him happy. But yeah, we've got a Toulouse game coming up. We might have Regen Day after this game or even before this game, which would be interesting. It'd be nice to get some good young prospects, wouldn't it? Be good to get some household regen names in this save. Skriniar's been recommended to us. He's good. In fact, he's incredible, but he's a little bit out of our budget. Gotta be honest, we don't have £45 million laying around, so whilst I appreciate our scout's suggestion, it is going to be politely declined and ignored. So we play Toulouse. I'm wondering who PSG have got this weekend now. We can take a look here at the weekend preview. They are going to be playing Cannes, who are rock bottom away from home. So we can't really expect Cannes to do us a favour here. We just need to go out there and do our thing. I'm going to bring Terrier back into the team. Is Depay back? No, is the answer, and I'm not going to rush him back either. Who's been out of form lately other than Dembele? I mean, Dembele's form's been atrocious. He's quite a moody player, is Dembele. He goes through peaks where he's incredible, and then his form goes garbage. I've warned him, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to drop him, which might seem controversial. I am going to give Mendy an appearance here. I'm really tempted to play Konate ahead of Denayer, you know. Konate is a player we did spend fairly big money on. £8 million plus some additional clauses potentially in the future. Yes, he's only 19, but he needs first-team experience to develop, and I think this is a game that we can bring him into, and he should be doing okay for us. Looking at their team, they're going to play very, very conservative, so we might let our wingers get higher up the pitch. They're not a bad team to lose, but they've come to us today to lose. Do you get Toulouse? That was clever, right? No one's ever come up with that joke before, I'm sure. I don't want to put you on automatic, Tete. I want you on attack. I really hope there's a highlight, not just going on in the background of a team scoring as I change our wing backs. But you might have seen they're playing a very conservative 4-1-4-1. I feel like we can give our kind of wing backs a bit of permission to get up the pitch here. Try and break them down. Anyway, ball at the edge of the box here. Knocked around nicely. Ndombele, lovely run. Gives it to Tete. Dinks it back post. Terrier can't get there. Ndombele, though, to mop up the pieces. Hits it. Thank you, Tanguy. You are the guy. 1-0. 6 minutes gone. That is going to hopefully ease us into this match. The more I think about it, the more I feel like a draw against Monaco is not the end of the world. The only issue is that I don't see PSG really slipping up that many more times this season, if at all. We pretty much need to be flawless from this point onwards. And having now played Monaco and PSG both times, I mean, I feel like if you want to win this league, given how good PSG are, you've got to get results over them, and then you can't really rely on any other team to rob PSG of points. You've very much got to look yourself in the mirror and just say, you know what, if they're going to beat the other 18 teams in the league, we've got to beat the same 18 teams. So that's got to be, I feel like, our kind of mentality going into the rest of this year now. We just need to win every game. Just keep putting the pressure on them. You know, the ball is in PSG's court as the team leading the way. We are the underdogs of this story. And while Fekir, he's the captain. He's the captain of this story. You know, he is the hero of this film, if it was a film. We're the underdogs. He's the hero. Monaco, though, losing to Angers is not great, considering we just drew against Monaco. We will, of course, keep an eye out for PSG, hopefully losing against the team bottom of the league. It is Football Manager after all. Weirder things have happened. But, well, let's see what we can do here. To Ndombele. Leaves it to Tete. Lovely build-up play. I mean, Moussa Dembele, he's not been in great form. He has now found the back of the net. It was not the most challenging of chances. I think we can all agree. But, I mean, if it helps him get back into some form, great. I'm going to claim complete credit with my talk for him. But let's be frank and honest. He's not going to get an easier goal all year. Tete gives it across, edge of the 6-yard box. Free in the centre. I mean, if he misses it, we would really be panicking, I feel like. But no, he found the back of the net. Good little finish for him there. Toulouse are low down in the league. Let's make no mistake. We should be beating them. But we're doing what's expected of us. And maybe if we could grab a third, I might be tempted to take off the likes of Fekir and just protect them a little bit. Because the second leg against Atletico is on my radar. That is, you know, a game on the horizon that we are, well, going to be going into and hoping and expecting, I feel like, to get something out of. And, well, maybe I'm not going to have that liberty because Ibrahim Sangaré has just hit one from a long way away. I don't know if Lopez could have got down to it. I kind of want to say he could have done. But he's tucked it away from miles out. He's not hitting with a great deal of power. I feel like questions can be asked of the goalkeeping there. I don't think it's unfair to criticise our keeper. Yeah, Lopez has been very good this year, but that was not great. Kanate as well at centre-back. 6.6 rating. Obviously, it's a big game for him. It's his debut. He is only 19. I feel like when we look on the game on reflection at the end of the half, I mean, we're 2-1 up. They've had one shot all game. It was that long-range speculative effort. We don't need to panic yet. We don't need to start rashly changing the whole tactical system, making 1,000,001 subs. We have quality on the pitch, and it's quality that I think is going to shine as the game goes on. Terrier trying to make something happen. Couldn't quite make happen. Oh my God, Ndombele, that almost went in. I must admit, I love the curved long shots. They might be a bit too plentiful and a bit too frequently occurring in FM this year. But they are just satisfying to watch at the same time. Toussaint pulls it across to Ndombele. Is he going to have another one? He is. He curls it. I mean, that is not far wide. Has he got some kind of clause in his contract about long shots? Because it's all he's doing at the moment. We've got another corner here. Corner after corner. Marcelo back post. Dembele makes a tackle of sorts, but it falls to Bertrand Traoré, who finds the back of the net. I look forward to seeing the replay here to see what Dembele did in the middle. The fact that Marcelo at the back post, who won the header, didn't get an assist makes me think, okay, I don't know what happened in the centre, I'll be honest. Good to see, though, Marcelo winning the ball at the back post. He is now playing kind of the Wallace position. Now, he's good in the area. I don't think he's quite as good in the area as Wallace, but, I mean, maybe it's not as personnel-driven, our corner tactic, as I'd like to believe. Maybe we can just, you know, slot Marcelo in there to do the job for us. 23 minutes left of this game. I'm quite relaxed with a 2-goal lead, but I am entirely mindful of the fact they are bringing the ball forward here via Jimmy, who crosses it in back post. And, well, Lopez, it's not convincing, is it, in goal, that? Let's be frank. Wasn't over the line, but the keeping could have filled me with a little more confidence. It was slightly questionable, to say the very least, I feel, by Lopez there, but it's 3-1. I'm going to make some changes at this point. Fekir, come off for Jadas. Terrier's not had a good game, so come on for Terrier. And Martinez, you know, Dembele's got a goal. Can miracles happen? Can Martinez get a goal? We're not giving him a great deal of time to do it. Just 7 minutes left on the clock. Let's just give him an opportunity to shine and see what he can do. Traoré switches it to Mendy. Crosses it in. Head it just over the crossbar. Just over. Was not far away at all here. Goal kick lumped upfield. Mendy, nice win. Ball comes forward again. They are going very hoofball-y here, aren't they? I feel like they might have moved their wide men higher up the pitch in this half. They feel like they're getting a little bit higher up, although maybe they're just playing a bit more attacking in general. Sangaré, I mean, that's an incredible run. Martinez, to try and apply the end product. I criticised Lopez earlier and was a bit sarcastic about his goalkeeping. That, my friend, was a fantastic save. More of that. Less of the fumbles, more of that, whatever that was. I feel like Lopez, we put a lot of stock in Lopez as a great goalkeeper. Obviously, he signed a long-term deal earlier on in the season. He did have a bit of a breakdown in communication with Wallace earlier. Has had a few wobbly moments, but he has come big in the big moments, I feel like, so far for us. Bertrand Traoré, ambitious long shot. Still plenty of time and space for us to operate in here. Toussaint, can he get it to Shadas? I'd love Shadas to do something. Not in a kind of sarcastic, he's not doing anything kind of way, but just he's a young player we're putting a lot of faith in to do well, and well, Ndombele almost got his second of the game. The woodwork to the rescue. Toulouse, perhaps a tiny bit fortunate to only be losing 3-1 here. It definitely could have been a few more goals on another day. We've hit the woodwork twice, 3 clear-cut chances, 1 half chance. But, 3-1 is how it's going to finish here. I did not see the PSG result. They won. For a second, I had some hope that they were maybe going to slip up because I wasn't paying too much attention to the scores coming in. How did they get on? They won 2-0. Mbappe in the first minute. It was never in doubt, was it? Monaco, on the other hand, lost against Angers. So we do pull 9 points clear of them with 11 games left of the year. Konate makes his return to football. Welcome back. Ndombele, man of the match performance. Going to praise him for that while we can. He's been a bit hit and miss this year. Maybe that performance there can springboard him now to find some form in this kind of run in towards the end of the season. And we have intake day, and I've just seen something that's got me a little bit excited. We have a real chance of developing a golden generation. Okay. My expectations for Regen Day were very low. They've just jumped massively. Do I end the episode here? Would it be an asshole move for me to end the episode here and not show the players? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to look at Lyon Durand, and I'm going to save the rest for tomorrow to give you a reason to come back. We've got Atletico as well in the Champions League. So whilst it remains early on in their careers, these players, led by the very gifted Lyon Durand, have a great chance of developing into a golden generation. Okay, this is the only player we're going to click on today. How good is he going to be? Lyon Durand, show us what you're made of. I don't want to say I'm underwhelmed, but I expected a little bit more. He's got potential. He's got very good potential. That's what I will say. How tall is he as a keeper? He's only 14, so he will grow. I swear I have height on my skin somewhere, but I can't remember where I have it. I can go to the attributes page and see it, I'm pretty sure. Where is my height? It's like playing Where's Wally? I definitely have height on my skin somewhere. Oh, here it is, 186. He is a giant. He is a giant 14-year-old. I mean, I'm curious to see what the rest of this batch entails. We'll find out tomorrow. Let me know what you make of Lyon Durand. I'm hoping there's a player with a better current ability than this guy in our youth candidates. We'll find out tomorrow. Guys, if you have enjoyed today's episode, do drop a like on it. I will see you guys again very soon. And, well, thank you for watching as always. It is me, Jack, and I'm out.